So in this lecture, we're going to talk about the 3 types of compounds that you're going to be encountering for the entire school year. You have to learn how to name them, how to write the formulas correctly. There is no way around it. You have 3 types that we're going to deal with. There are more out there, but this is all we're dealing with this year. We have acids. Whenever you have hydrogen in the formula, it's an acid. If you have the word acid in the name, it's an acid, and so the formula starts with the hydrogen. You're going to skip down covalent compounds, or when you have 2 nonmetals together. If you've got 2 nonmetals, we're going to use the covalent compound naming rules. All other compounds that we're going to encounter are going to be ionic compounds. We're actually going to deal with the naming rules later. That I want to make sure that you are able to identify what kind of compound you have so that you'll be able to figure out which naming rules to use. So the other thing we're going to do today is we're going to go through the charges of the elements. Based on the periodic table, and this is only when we have ionic compounds and acid compounds. So pause me and color in your periodic table that you have if you haven't already in class, making sure that you see the different colors that are identical to each other so that you have the right charges. Okay. Everything that you colored red is a 1+. So the alkaline metals are 1+, and silver is a 1+ always. Everything that I have is blue colored, and obviously you don't have to color it correct, the same colors. Those are always 2+. So zinc and cadmium over here are always 2+. These little pink ones that I have are always 3+. We're going to come back to the greens, or we're going to come back to the ones I'm skipping over. We'll come back to the nitrogen group. These are all 3-. Your oxygen group is 2-. And your halogens are 1-. Okay, the group I stopped at, that I skipped over, it is +or -4. If it's with a metal, it's a -4. If it's with nonmetals, then it's typically a +4. So +or -4, meaning they're going to have 4 bonds. Okay. Your noble gases don't have charges. You will learn in later lectures that these noble gases actually form compounds covalently. They share their electrons. Well, there's a huge part of the periodic table that I have not named. These use Roman numerals, meaning that their charges can change. If you look at the elements that are in the middle of the periodic table, all the transition and intertransition metals, they tend to be very colorful metals. And that's because they can have more than one charge. So, to go through, this is a Roman numeral 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, though we really don't get up that high. I believe the highest one we'll ever come across is manganese 7. So those are your charges of the periodic table. When we talk next time, we'll be going through paying attention to how do we name them and write the formulas and everything else. So I want to make sure that you had your charges, and I just realized that we left off hydrogen up here. Hydrogen can be a 1+ or 1-. If it's bonding with a metal, it's a 1-. If it's bonding with nonmetals or polyatomics, it's a 1+. See you in class.